It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? We fought so many battles to rank up, and now we're done. It's over, isn't it? Time to move on. Hello, I'm Mr. Zeke, and welcome to the end of ranked battles. After 6 long weeks, I think I really found my limit, which was right about rank 9. If you can tell from the beginning of my little montage there, I really started finding a lot of shells aimed right for me. I took a couple of losses in a row, 4 to be exact, got bumped out of rank 9, and then kind of had to battle my way back. And that's where I found myself right at the end, just sneaking into rank 9. I feel that's pretty respectable for somebody who wasn't even in tier 8 ships when ranked season began. I think this time I'm going to do a little more just talking over the video than trying to do a play-by-play or pointing out torpedo beats that obviously just happened. This battle was a fairly intense one. I shot at a lot of things. I hit a lot of things, I thought. But I just never could quite get the kill shot, which seems to be a continuing failing of mine. Also, there I go, trying to wiggle my way out of it and just getting hit by everything. There I go again, giving the play-by-play. Now, I don't know how everybody else felt, but I had a lot of fun doing ranked battles this season. I know there's a lot of upper tier guys that really derided the experience and kind of wrote the whole thing off after the first week, because the playstyle is a lot different than your normal random match, and not having divisions does affect some people more than others. At the time that I started to record this, there was rumors and whispers and possibly doctored photos of German destroyers coming out. Hopefully that'll come out true. And hopefully they'll have some ship names to go along with, just like the Z-32 class or the Z-23 class. Personally, I'd like a ship, what was its name? The Hans Ludemann or the Karl Glazier. I think they're both the same class, honestly. Just to give things a little bit of variation, ships are women, and they should have names, not serial numbers. But that's my opinion, my humble opinion, and I'm entitled to it. Dadgummit. Now, this really was my last battle in rank play this season, where the rest of my team had decided to go A, and I got a request to scout B, something I really don't feel comfortable doing. Scouting out, because with my terrible luck, I normally end up running straight into all the destroyers, because they decided to reconnaissance in force on one of the points, and then all of the capital ships took the other. This time I was slightly more lucky. I ran into a single destroyer who was being backed up by, you guessed it, an Atago. They're back there, waiting. And, well, I'm just doing my best to try to interfere with them capturing and trying to keep the points even and just harass the bejesus out of them. I don't really care. I know they see me. I know they're shooting at me. I gotta do something at least semi-worthwhile. Spam torpedoes, drop HE, anything I can really do to do some sort of damage, and try not to get deleted.
Swiggle, bounce, wiggle, shake it on them pain.
But all it really does take is a few well-placed salvos from the both of them kind of to focus on me, to really drive me out of the cap, let them take it. I'm going to try to come back in and at least try to keep them from taking more points as I go along, and let the team know I got a 2-on-1 situation going on over here. That should give them a numerical advantage over A. And like I said, if I can keep them busy, keep them from pointing themselves towards B, but more importantly keep their torpedoes from pointing towards B, that'll give the battleships a much better chance. At least that's what was going through in my head. These guys have got me pushed back so far that I'm actually at the point where I can start using those tiny islands as cover, and I'm even switching to armor piercing just to see if I can make any sort of extra difference. Realize that I just got about 4 or 5 overpens and go right back into HE and yeah, just blind fire a couple of torpedoes. I know they're not going to do anything, but if I can do just enough stupid stuff, maybe it'll drive them back, which it kind of does. It puts them back towards the other side of the A cap, and we're even at one ship knocked out at peace, and I am really not done anything worthwhile. At least that's how I feel. They see me all the time, they shoot at me whenever they feel like it. I'm just wiggling and dodging and trying not to tactically beach myself in front of the enemy. Yeah, it's a lot harder when you're getting into these single numeral tier matches, because these players have had 6 weeks to get better at this, just like you, just like me. And also, by this point in time, I've pretty much given up on me trying to master the British cruiser. It is a different beast, and I lose consistently with it. It is just not my, since it's British, it's not my cup of tea. But with that extra ship slot opened up for me in my port, that'll give me a chance to revisit Japanese destroyers and their improved tech line, if that's what you want to call it. I'm really hoping that it'll turn into something more worthwhile, or I can use that open slot for something I might want to go back to, you know, something that was fun for team play, just because that's kind of the way it is. And yes, that does mean I'm looking forward to seeing team play again. I still have a team, I think. I haven't seen anyone on in a long time. And strangely enough, last time team play was active, I didn't have a working mic, so I could listen to my team tell me things, but I couldn't talk back, and my fingers are slow when I type, if you pay that kind of attention to how my videos go. I'm old, I'm slow, deal with it, I gotta use the mouse. And hooray, I am actually hitting a ship with my shells, I'm doing damage, knocking out modules. Hot dog. I wasn't completely useless this entire match. Turn away, turn away. Single torpedo, where did you come from? And still more shells hitting from extreme range. And there is that destroyer that has just been a pain in my tuchus this entire match. Dropping shells at me, driving me away. I drop shells at him, drive him away. We both pop smoke. And somehow we still manage to make little grazing hits at one another. This time I set you on fire. How do you like that? Ha! And well, there's the heavy cruiser. He's just about done and burning. I don't think that's my fire. So, no. Then maybe I can sneak in the final shots on him since I kept him occupied for so doggone long. No. Kill secured. Kill secured. I wasted time to waste shooting. And now we're just going to skip ahead to the end. I have captured my point. I'm heading across. There's 2 battleships left. Most of my team is still intact. And they are just going to throw themselves right into a meat grinder, more than likely before I can get there and have some fun myself. I feel we have this in the bag. I'm running ahead. I want to pad some stats. I want to get the win. I'm even thinking of just YOLOing myself right into that North Carolina. I know he's not highlighted as my target just yet, but you know what? I know he's going to melt first. And that all that's going to be left is that North Carolina. So I want to beeline myself right to him, head on. I might even final torpedo myself right into him, just to put an exclamation point on how this last day of ranked battles has been going for me. But as a quick aside, looking at the final stats on my server, personal page, the thing that you have when you're at your port. My Benson scored 63% win percentage, my Nuremberg 78. I think I was doing pretty well. Not bad for a guy who doesn't know what he's doing. And turning back in, I really thought about chucking some torpedoes right then and there, but I realized I had a friendly who's pretty much going to be in the way. So, okay, here's how I've had some stats, just chucking HE at him, do what I can. Nope, game over. Thanks for playing. Once again, thank you everybody for watching. It's really been a blast for me to make all these videos. Leave a comment or a like if you feel like it, or not. It doesn't matter to me. I do this for fun.